Penguin Random House Australia Audio proudly presents The Vagus Nerve Reset. Written and narrated by Anna Ferguson, all rights reserved. We at Penguin Random House Australia acknowledge that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples are the traditional custodians and the first storytellers of the lands on which we live and work. We honour Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples' continuous connection to country, waters, skies and communities. We celebrate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander stories, traditions and living cultures, and we pay our respects to elders past and present. The information contained in this book is for general purposes only. It is not intended as and should not be relied upon as medical advice. A medical practitioner should be consulted if you have any concerns about your mental or physical health. For Damien, by Anam Cara, the keeper of my heart and soul. Preface, my story, a roller coaster of emotions. When I was 10 years old, I was in a roller coaster accident that changed the course of my life. Although I was barely tall enough to reach the minimum allowable height on the measuring tape that afternoon, I was excited beyond words for my first roller coaster experience. Over the years, my two older sisters had enjoyed this thrill while I watched from a distance. Not this time. I received the nod of approval and began to eagerly climb the stairs, my sisters and dad in tow. I was a naturally adventurous and curious child. There was nothing I loved more than a challenge. And what could be more challenging than a scary roller coaster ride? Once seated and buckled in, despite my brave face, I found myself terrified. This fear felt different from other fears that I had experienced before, made more intense by the fact that I couldn't change my mind. Fortunately, my older sister was in the seat behind me. Her presence made me feel a little more safe and calm. The ride started off slowly, with the rhythmic sounds of the cart moving over tracks. We quickly picked up speed as we entered the first corner. I closed my eyes tight and repeated to myself, "This is fun," even though deep down it didn't feel that way. After we'd swept around that first corner, I tentatively opened my eyes and turned to glimpse my dad and my other sister in the cart behind. Then, our cart jerked around another corner and accelerated down a dip. When I turned to face forward again, I saw that the cart ahead of us had come to a stop. However, ours didn't seem to be slowing down. It kept gaining speed. Next thing, we slammed directly into the cart in front. Upon impact, my body was involuntarily propelled forwards, causing the seatbelt to dig painfully into my chest. Our cart immediately began to reverse quite rapidly for a few seconds. There was a big gap between us and Dad's cart.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?